Horopito is a really interesting plant. At 65 million years old, it's one of the world's oldest flowering plants. It's been able to survive this long because of the amazing chemical defence system that it's built up in its leaves. So it's been able to resist attacks from dinosaurs, if you go back 65 million years, and all the yeasts and fungi and moulds that would have attacked it in the rainforests where it naturally grows. Horopito is the Maori word for the plant. Maori are the indigenous people of New Zealand, and they have a long history of medicinal use of Horopito. The early European settlers also used the plant. They called it the bushman's friend. The Latin name for the plant is Pseudowintera colorata because of its similarity to the winter's bark of European herbal medicine. Horopito grows throughout New Zealand, but it varies a great deal in activity. We sampled all the main wild populations and had them scientifically analysed. We knew what the main active was. It's something called polygodiol. So we had them tested for polygodiol strength and also for anti-candida activity. Now there was quite a good correlation between these two activities, and we were able to locate a group of plants that are up to 5 times more powerful against Candida albicans than a common Horopito. And these are the plants that we've chosen to focus our work on since. It's a common plant, but it lacks specialised water conducting vessels and can die very easily in droughts. It's also a very slow growing plant, so it's been quite a struggle to establish a plantation. Fortunately, we had a piece of land surrounded by the Kahurangi National Park, New Zealand's second largest national park. A lovely place to have a farm. The organic certification was fairly straightforward, simply because we are replicating here the natural conditions that it would grow in the bush. So a clearing in the forest, quite typical, and the high rainfall and the right humidity. This is ideal Horopito growing conditions. So we don't apply any fertiliser or spray to the leaves, and it survives well. Basically it's a hand harvested operation, so it's quite time consuming. And it's not surprising that we're the only people that have developed a plantation of this plant, because it takes perhaps 8 years before it can be harvested, and quite a demanding plant. People will be familiar with colour being associated with extra antioxidants and extra activity in the plant world, and we've certainly found that to be the case with Horopito as well. Probably find if you chew the leaves, girls, take a leaf and chew it, you might find it's quite hot. Now that heat is polygodiol, that's the active in the plant. So if it didn't have that great heat, it wouldn't be so strong at killing yeasts and fungi. We harvest the leaf with our little clippers, just take off the top leaves and get it dry quickly. We mill it quite fine, and it can be used at this stage in some products, but generally it's taken for supercritical extraction, whereby liquid CO2 is run through the finely milled leaf. It takes out the oleoresins, the particular actives that we're looking for. Once we get this waxy oleoresin substance, we'll take a sample from the bucket and we'll send them over to our experts at Southern Cross University in Australia to tell us what percentage of polygodiol is in that waxy oleoresin extract. Every lot of leaf that we harvest, we make an extract of that leaf and we take it to an independent lab called the Cawthron Institute in Nelson. They challenge test it against Candida albicans. So they have an extract of it and they'll put Candida albicans into that extract, and then there's a time limit on how quickly it can kill that Candida albicans. So it must kill Candida albicans within a set very short period of time for us to be happy to use it in our products. So for every lot of leaf we make sure it actually works. Our main product, our leading product, is the Kolorex soft gels, manufactured by mixing our oleoresin with a set proportion of olive oil. Now a lot of people get candidiasis or a candida outgrowth in their intestine. Our soft gel, our oral formulations, are targeting that particular condition. So they're not medicines, they're dietary supplements, very good at killing Candida albicans. We also make 2 creams, Kolorex Intimate Care Cream. Both men and women can use this, their intimate areas. And the other product is Kolorex Foot and Toe Care Cream, which is our strongest formulation because they're very difficult bacteria down between the toes that cause athlete's foot. The soft gels and the creams are periodically tested for activity against Candida, just to make sure that there's no drop-off. And we'll test a batch of soft gels at 12 months and 24 months and so on, just to make sure that it's still got sufficient activity. We're a one herb company and we've got 25 years of experience just focused on this one herb. Certainly I'm a real enthusiast and advocate for the plant, and I've just enjoyed working with it all these years, developing the properties, investigating the best ways to grow it, best ways to process it, and the best formulations for products.